sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A give running right, Gibson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And here's a give to Gibson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st down, Gibson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 42 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Well, a tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Daron Payne. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Gibson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff for Gibson. Fights loose, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Gibson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Prescott looks to throw on first. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Prescott on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 27, Prescott. It's brought in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is Tony Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at half. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for Dallas. First down, Prescott. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Heineke. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Again, it's Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Najee Harris. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 52. Kill. I'm coming after you.
Now Prescott. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys?
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Man, 206 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Gibson again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's taken down inside the 30. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. From the 35 on 2nd down. Prescott. Pass complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Dak. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. On first down, Gibson. A little juke, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now They face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game.